Hi everyone, my name is Darlene Dotson, and Taurus, this is your destiny of truth for December of 2020. And I'm doing it the old-fashioned way with aspects in front of me. I just don't have time in my life to plan everything out, but I did want to get you out the month ahead. Taurus, we start the first off with Mercury in Sagittarius in the 8th. That's where it enters. And you, Taurus, are having to look at how your do it my way has affected other people in your life. You're having to look at your desire for freedom. And you're having to look at your my way or the highway has affected people and the way they deal with you. Now, on the 4th, we have Mercury in Sagittarius in the 8th, trining Chiron in your 12th house. Now, pretty much your thoughts are on your desires, okay? And how you have to heal yourself from the choices that you've made from those desires. Because you know those desires have caused a lot of issues for you. Well, you're now having to heal yourself from them. Now, on the 5th, we have Venus in Scorpio in your 7th house, sextiling Pluto in Capricorn in your 9th house. Now, this is a sextile, which means you're going to have to put the work in to make this happen. But if you put the work in to be truthful and to be honest and to open yourself up to partnerships, you can transform them in a 9th house manner by using your higher mind. You don't want to be deceptive. You don't want to be manipulative. You want to use your power to transform these situations that have to do with the higher mind, your philosophies, the internet, publishing, broadcasting, your in-laws. But you're going to have to be honest with your partnerships. You got to be honest totally. You can't manipulate. You can't, how can you can't be leading, okay? Because you know how you like to do, Taurus. You like to lead things in the direction that you want them to go. You have got to let people make their choices. And the only way they can do that is if you are honest in your voice, Now, here in the 5th, on the 5th, we have Venus. Oh, we just did that. On the 9th, we have the Sun in Sagittarius in the 8th house, squaring Neptune in Pisces in the 11th house. And again, your ego is invested here. You want freedom. You have always went after your desires, okay? But because of this, it's now challenging you. And those desires have gotten in the way of your illusions. It's that my way or the highway attitude that, has painted you into this corner with your goals and with your aspirations. You know, you have got to open up to other ways of being. You've got to use your highest mind. You have to listen to people. You have to, you know, use your intuition with friendships. You have to use your intuition with your goals. You know, you can't think that they're doing something behind your back that is affecting you, okay? That's scarring you, because it's my way or the highway that is scarring your friendships, your dreams, your aspirations. You know, because when you get into that, it's my way or the highway attitude, people are going to say, see ya. Okay. They're going to look for the better somewhere else, because they don't want to have to deal with you. Okay. Being in that group that is associated with you, because you know, and you, by doing that, you get in the way of your own dreams and your own aspirations. If you would learn to have more compassion and to have more empathy for the people that surround you and for the people in your life, then you're going to be able to move forward in those aspirations and not scar other people with your words. So then on the 10th, we have a sextile between Venus and Scorpio in your 7th house and Pluto in Capricorn in your 10th house. And Taurus, I'll give you this. You're a very passionate person when you're in a partnership, okay? It can be good passion and it can be bad passion, but that passion's up to you. Now, with it being sextile, you're going to have to work here on your partnership issues by being honest, by being forthright, okay? And when you do that, you're going to become more practical, more grounded in your career. You're going to overcome the obstacles of your own power, okay? Because like I said, you get into your own way a lot of times. And if you just are more honest and more forthcoming with your partnerships, instead of trying to lead them down the garden path, you're going to get a lot further about where you want to go. But then on the 13th, we have Mercury in Sagittarius in the 8th house, squaring Neptune in Pisces in your 11th house. Again, your thoughts are on your freedom. Your thoughts are on your desires. You know, but are those desires hurting your friendships? Are they hurting your goals? Are they hurting your dreams, your aspirations, you know, of where you want to go? And how are you dealing with them in your most intimate relationship? Are you being compassionate with them? Are you being understanding? Or are you just doing your own thing and partying and falling into addictions with the groups that you belong to that's leaving you to scar others through how you talk to them. I can't answer that. Only you can. But if you're using your higher mind in a way that is intuitive, that is helping people see the deeper meaning, and you're using your intuition to talk to these groups of people, then you're going to be fine. But if you're using it in a way that is an addiction, and you're voicing your opinions on others in a very abrupt way, then yes, you are scarring others. Now, on the 14th, we have the sun conjunct the moon, our solar eclipse in the 8th house for you. There is a new beginning in intimate relationships, in your desires, in the way that you make money. And, it's a brand new beginning. So with it being in Sagittarius and ruled by Jupiter, which, let me look here, Jupiter right now is in your 9th house. Okay, I would say it's going to be a new beginning in a publishing, broadcasting, in-laws, internet, real estate matter. Okay, it's going to be a brand new beginning there, and I think it's, going to make you happy in the long run. Now, also on the 14th, we have Mercury in the 8th house, trining Mars in the 12th house. So your behind the scene actions, are definitely going, how can I put this? Your thoughts are all behind the scenes right now. You're thinking things out before taking action, with your desires. You're not just immediately jumping in to your desires. You have to think them out before they can be brought out. And you are using that, intuition that you have. Now on the 15th, Venus enters the 8th house. And you're going to have some great sex, okay? If, you're inclined to. You're also thinking about, Venus, you are trying to get those desires that you have, whether it be real estate, whether it be sex, let's see what else. Could be astrology, could be any of these things. All 8th house ruled entities that are your desire, but it's your greatest desire right now coming to light. But with it being in Sagittarius, I say that it's of your higher mind. Again, it has to do with the 9th house. It could be internet, publishing, broadcasting, real estate, in-laws. It has to do with your greatest desires. Now, on the 16th, we've got Saturn in Saturn moving into Aquarius in your 10th house. Now, with Saturn entering Aquarius in your 10th house, you have felt restricted in your career. You have felt restricted with bosses, and and changes have got to come in this area of your life. You know, you have to own your own power. You can't fall under the power of people who you think are powerful. You have to be your own power in your life. Now, I'm missing something. Hold on a minute. Okay, on the 19th also, okay, we have the sun in Sagittarius conjunct Mercury in Sagittarius in the 8th house. And your head and your mind, your head and your ego are both on the same page. It's not like your head and your heart are going in opposite directions. You know where you want to go in your life with these desires that you have. And you're going to start implementing the plan to move forward with these desires. Now, on the 20th, we have Mercury entering Capricorn in your 9th house. And pretty much you are going to be doing a whole lot of talking and a whole lot of thinking, whether it be in broadcasting, education, publishing, real estate, with your in-laws. But these are journalism and higher mind philosophies. But you're going to be doing a whole lot of talking in these types of matters. Now, on the 21st, we have the sun, entering Capricorn in the 9th, which is moving you even further into actually doing all of these 9th house matters. It's no longer just talking about them, but you're actually implicating this into your life. Then on the 21st, we have that conjunction that everybody's been talking about between Jupiter and Saturn in Aquarius. And for you, that falls in your 10th house. And Saturn is ruled by 2 planets, okay? It's ruled by Uranus, and which is ruled, it is ruled by Saturn, which is Capricorn's planet. Then it's ruled by Uranus, which is Aquarius's planet. And then you've got Jupiter in conjunction, which is also ruled by 2 planets. Jupiter is ruled by Saturn and Pisces. Okay? Both of those are rulers of this planet. And then you have it conjunct in Aquarius. So what's happening here is the structures that have built your life are falling. Okay? They're going away. The things that you thought gave you power in your life are going away. And you are going to be expanding yourself in a new way that brings you power. And with it being Neptune, the higher octave, I'm hoping, and not the lower, it's going to be something that is internet based. It's spiritual based. It's broadcasting, real estate. There's some kind of venture that you're building right now that's a new venture. And it's going to allow the old structure to fall away in order for you to move forward in the new structure that's going to bring you the power. And that's all changing for you. Then on the 23rd, we have Mars in Aries in your 12th house, which is actions you're taking on behind the scenes. And that's squaring Pluto in your 9th house. Pluto says you've got to change, okay? Whether it be broadcasting, internet, journalism, networking, trying to think, in-laws, real estate. There's something that has to change within that area of your life, but you're being very behind the scenes right now with your actions. You're taking action within yourself right now in order to change this area. Now, on the 24th, we have Mercury in Capricorn in your 9th house, trining Uranus in Taurus in the 1st house. And again, your thoughts are on an area of your thoughts are very practical, and they have to do with the 9th house area. In-laws, broadcasting, education, networking, journalism, real estate, philosophies, self-improvement. You're very invested in this area of your life, and it has to do with changes that you want to bring for yourself, okay? You want to have those changes that are more practical for you. Then on the 29th, we have the full moon in the 3rd house of Cancer for you. So there's an ending happening, Taurus, in communications, and it's going to be emotional for you. You're done with a communication endeavor. It's a day-to-day routine you've been doing for a long time, and it's ending. It has to end. I mean, there's a time for everything, and this ending needs to happen. And then on the 30th, we have Venus in Sagittarius in the 8th house, squaring Neptune in the Pisces in the 11th house. And with that, okay, Venus being in your 8th house, your attitude with my desires come first, I need to do things my way, has gotten in your way with friendships and achieving your goals. Okay, the higher octave. You want to use that. You want to be compassionate. You want to be loving. But if you're using it to party and, not think about other people, it's here. It's gotten in your way, and it's gotten in the way of your aspirations, your dreams, and these are things that need to go away. And, for you. So now I want to talk about the moon in Leo. And for you, that moon in Leo on the 31st, okay, is in, I'm trying to think, your 3rd house, okay? First would be Taurus, second would be your 4th house. Okay, and pretty much at the end of the year, that moon, I don't normally talk about moons, but this is where the last day of the year you're going to be. And you're going to be at home, and you're going to be invested in your home life. You're going to be thinking about what makes you happy there, what brings you joy. And you know it's the people in your home. So you have a great new year. And I hope that for the month of December, it takes everything out of your life that needs to go away and brings in the things that need you to grow into being the person that you were meant to be in 2021. Now, that is the astrological aspect. For the cards for the month of December, I'm using the goddess cards. And for the goddess cards for the month of December, Taurus, for you. Let's see, Taurus, month of December. Well, we drew Mama Ocha for you. Okay, right there. And Mama Ocha wants you to look at how you're letting your emotions rule your life. You can't let those emotions rule your life. You're not going to get where you want in this life if you continually let your emotions rule you. Now, if you're using your intuition and your psychic side, then great. Okay, you're moving in to the energy that it wants to. But if you're living from a place of desire, okay, a place of, I want this, I want that, I want this, and you're taking action without thinking about the consequences of your actions on other people, then you need to back up, okay, and get a hold to your emotions, because you want your emotions to be on smooth, like, think of the ocean, okay? We all have a great day when the emotions are smooth, okay? When the water is smooth and, but on a day that we go to the ocean and it's a lot of rain, okay, and the waves are going and they've gotten really big, okay, we don't have a good day unless you're wanting to ride the surf, if you like to go up and down with your emotions. But you have to get a hold to your emotions this month. You have to get a hold to your desires. These are not your, where you want to go. So just know that this is a month for you to get your emotions on smooth ground. Be honest with yourself about where you want to go in life, okay, and what you want to do. And also be honest with others. So, Taurus, I hope December brings you much revelations in order for 2021 to be the best year ever. You have a great ending to your year. Bye-bye.